Good afternoon. Before I start, I would just need to check with Runel. I hope they take a photo of this. I think it has always been my family's wish and prayers that I would someday find my way on a stage in an art theatre. My mother enrolled me for piano lessons, accordion lessons, guitar lessons, and trumpet lessons. And I think with the trumpet lessons, after a year, the teacher actually said to my mother, she'll pay back all the money as long as I don't come back. So I think this is really, a privilege for me to be here. And I would like to, start off and say well done on the baseline. It's difficult for me today. There's two events. There's the baseline, but there's also the celebration of 20 years. And I must say, as ABSA, we're quite proud being involved for the whole 20 years. And I must thank, the people before me in ABSA that had the foresight of backing BFAP, so we're fortunate for that. Then I think, we also need to celebrate the opportunity to be here and to be social today and to be able to meet up in person. I think the past couple of years showed us there could be a different reality. Fairly, and I remember 2020, start of COVID, and I think there was an online baseline. And load shedding wasn't a real issue in 2020. There was some, and as we started, I think it was load shedding also started, so it got delayed quite a bit because at that stage it wasn't such a reality. Ferdy and team, then I also need to congratulate you on the theme, decisive action to forge a sustainable future. And if I can break it down a little bit, if we look at sustainability, if I look at the bank and the number of, our capacity that we're building around sustainability, it's very actual, it's coming. I think the challenge is to get it down to a producer level, get our producers also to start realizing, creating a baseline, the same that I think that you guys are doing, to start measure that. I think there's adverse weather effects, but I think there's also infrastructure. And I think in the bank, there's also two parties, you've got the bankers and you've got the credit teams. And the bankers would put on a deal and the credit team would approve it. In so many instances, once we approve a deal, the business guys would make a little huddle and we would congratulate each other, and the credit guy that was part of the team would actually be on the side. And I think it's very much the same. I think, with people that provide, data and driven insights, we seldom forget the importance of building, that. And I think the master plan is a great example. It's around value chains, different people, different views, and how do you create that vision to bring that industry together? Then I think if I look at the word forge, and for a banker, forge could mean something totally different. But I think, in this instance, it's to create something strong, enduring, and successful. It's having one voice as the industry at the table, which I think is exceptionally important. I think the one thing that we can't do is divide ourselves up and not have one agenda. Then I think, it's also, in terms of action, that's the verb, which means that, once we've got the insights, what do we go and do in the different industries? Now, as ABSA and any strategic planning, the baseline is such an important document, and I know it's been a lot of numbers and data and insights, but this book is so important to keep and refer to, in the future, especially when you sit and you plan for a little bit of a longer term. Ferdy, then I need to thank you and Tracy and the BFAP team for the baseline today. I really think, like I said, it is a document that we use fairly often. And I thank you for the hard work that's going into that. And then, as a last comment, we are proud to be associated. Relationships is very important for us with our clients, also with industry and organized agriculture. So thank you for 20 years. We're looking forward to the next 20 years. And it's not a mean feat, to survive that long. I mean, in the bank, we quite often see startups, and that the success rate is not that great, but well done, you created value. You're contributing towards the industry, and you're contributing towards South Africa. Then I think the last piece is that, a celebration is never done unless you break a bit of bread. So I hope that you can join us and celebrate, afterwards this baseline, but also the 20 years. Thank you very much.